Mike McCarthy said, he actually said in his interview, in one of the interviews, that, hey, man, we're going to be doing some one-on-ones today. You know, there's going to be a lot of situational football. There's going to be a lot of, like, real-life stuff going on today, right? And shouts out to Mike McCarthy for, you know, being very honest. Whenever it come down to real-life football talk, Mike McCarthy really gives us answers. You know, he don't give a lot of answers, you know, to the messy stuff. But when it's, like, real football stuff, Mike McCarthy really wants us to know what's going on. He was actually asked, I believe, like Clarence asked us some. What are you looking to accomplish with the pads on? Mike McCarthy said this.
So, and as far as what we accomplished, I think just like anything, you have to get out here and you have to get the, you know, you got to get the tempo. And that's really important. You know, just the pace of operation. Everybody has, you know, practice objectives and, you know, the development of mind speed in you know, playing fast at the line of scrimmage. You know, we've had opportunity to do, you know, competitive 2-minute drills every single day during ramp up, and that's, you know, that's a real credit to our players for what they've put in to the off-season program. So, you know, because, you know, we didn't really go back and install number one and, you know, work through. We look at these as more review days with the ability to really, you know, push the envelope on our situational work. So I thought last week was good, but this is the start to me, this is the real start of training camp.
This is where football really starts, Will Steele. You know, all the on-air stuff, all the shorts and stuff is cool, but, you know, now we really get to put things to the test now. We really get to, you know, raise that tempo. We really get to look at situational football, right? Oh, well, let's see. Okay, if Deuce Vaughn is going to be a goal line back, if Hunter Lipke is going to be a goal line back, we actually can tackle the running backs now. What is this going to look like when those dudes bounce off of tackles, right? Mike McCarthy.
So they can't tackle them just yet. That's what sucks about the running backs.
They thump. Thumping and thudding is a thing that they do. But it's a lot more than, you know, than just shorts and all that, right? Yeah. So this is real practice. This is real life. What's going on, and what Mike was just saying was like, hey man, these are like these real competitive situations. Me and you had this conversation, Will Steele. We was talking about the lack of like competition stuff compared to what Jason Garrett used to do. You know, Jason Garrett just line guys up at the end of practice, like Zach Martin versus.
Oh yeah, I used to love that. I ain't gonna lie.
Alex Alacone, motherfucker. Just
whoever wins, they got to do this or that. Yeah.
But I think Mike McCarthy does that. It's just that it's more of a team concept, right? You know, as opposed to just a one-on-one situation. We're just gonna run competitive goal line, competitive, you know, red zone, competitive 2-point conversion, competitive team stuff, right? So it may not be exactly a one-on-one, but you get the real life reps of what these one-on-one reps are gonna look like. They did do a one-on-one today, but they ain't gonna do that every day. They're gonna 2-minute drill every day. They're gonna red zone every day. They're gonna 2-point conversion every single day, and that's where the real competition comes in.
Yeah, what I appreciate about the one-on-ones that I at least seen, I'm not down there, but it's not, hey, we're gonna put a double move on you with knowing you have no help anywhere else type of situation, right? Like a juke. I think that's whack. Because if you're going full speed one way and hit a double move, knowing you ain't got no linebacker on the inside, it's anybody's going to get beat in that version of one-on-one. Most of the one-on-ones I saw was kind of fade routes, right? Jump ball situations. Let's see man-on-man type stuff. Yeah.
Plus, what's this shit going to look like when, you know, Micah Parsons running down your quarterback? You know what I mean?
And he did that.
He did it a bunch. And boy, Will Steele, Micah Parsons, bro. I know, you know, Cowboy fans out there a little mad that Micah ran into Dak, but hear me out. Micah's not supposed to be running into Dak. He's not supposed to be hitting Dak. He's not supposed to be tumbling into Dak knees. I get it. Dak got up. Good. I don't want to tell Micah to stop, though.
They're missing the goodness out of that rep, bro.
I don't want Micah to be slowing down and shit. You know, the actual play, if you got it, I understand it's on the fly. I apologize, right? But the step to the outside and how smooth the crossface was.
God, the crossover was crazy.
How smooth the crossface was, right? Tyron Smith did an interview. I ain't got it here because, you know, Tyron's rather stoic. And he don't really give us too much. But they asked him about Micah Parsons, and Tyron talked about Micah really getting the feel for what it is right now. Him switching it up and his hands. He's quicker with his hands now. He's quicker with these. He's more comfortable, you know, in these moves right now. And Will, we've been saying here for a while, man. Micah been doing this shit with no clue what he's doing. Micah's really just been physical, you know, physical talent than people, right? Just running past people or just running through people. The fact that Micah is using his speed to now set you up to cross over on it. Come on. So I know it's true, but shit, he's supposed to be starting.
So here's the first one. The first one just shows his ridiculous agility, where he can plant his foot in the ground, lose no speed at a split of a second, man. It's just getting unfair at this point, man. And honestly, I don't care what your defense or your offensive play is called. You got to put a body on Micah. You got to put somebody in front of this guy. But if you just so happen to put a body in front of Micah, he might just do this to that body. So, and this is the play everybody was like, oh, Micah, you can't touch that. Look, I get it. You can't. But I'm sorry. That ain't what got me all riled up. It was the damn move, bro. Yeah. The move is crazy.
and look, man, like Micah's showing us power. Right, but he still got that thing, man. Because look, what he say? Will smooth is fast. Ain't that what he said?
Smooth is fast. What do you say? Fast is slow or something.
I need some jazzy music when he say that shit. But dog, smooth is fast. Shouts out to BLS. Smooth is fast. You know what I mean? You ever seen they running track? They going crazy. They got fast, but it's smooth. That's Micah Parsons going step to the outside. And just smooth. Incredible rep from Micah Parsons, man. Micah's really tearing up. He's really tearing up the offense there. And Will, me and you saw Micah in person. It seems that he's gotten a little better. That he's a little more comfortable pass rushing. Now he's gonna line up against some dudes in real life, but damn dog, like I don't see them being able to stop him. Micah's gonna run into like the Trent Richardsons and the Lane Johnson. I said Trent Williams, and the Lane Johnson characters of the world. When Micah started putting hands on them, I'm getting arrested. Boy, I just hope the volume provide the bond money to get me up out of jail. You know what I'm saying? You think Micah? And look, that's another thing too, right? Part of my homerism. I saw some people on social media that was like, yeah, Micah breaking the sack record this year. And part of my homerism was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Was it? But
yeah, it's swabbling out there now. Yeah.
But Micah came out and said, fuck sacks.
Right.
Micah said, I would rather be the impact guy. Right, and you see what happens to this offense when it ain't even always got to tackle. He's in the area. Dak it wasn't in Dak's plans to just break out and run. Dak was probably supposed to sit in the pocket and throw. So just imagine when we play against these quarterbacks, who is definitely not their idea to just stand it to break out and run. Micah's coming, man. Year 3, Micah about to be way different than year 1 and 2. It just is what it is.
When he says it's going to be a special year, I listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Micah just seems a lot more aware. I don't think the Cowboys have practice tomorrow, so we're probably gonna be breaking down Micah's 105 interview. It was some good shit in there, since we don't have camp or whatever. But dog, I just want to keep apologizing to him, and I think everybody should apologize to him, right? Because even if you thought Micah was a good pass rusher, how many of us? I mean, Will knew because he knows everything. How many of us knew that Micah was gonna be a top three NFL player in general? We should just apologize to him, man. Micah's a first overall pick, bro. Fuck him. We got him at 12. Anyway, let's get into.
I wonder where he'd go. Was that the? No, that wasn't Joe Burrow. That was the next year.
That was Trevor Lawrence and.
Yeah, they probably still take Trevor.
Yeah, Micah.
I mean, look. Would I take Micah?
Yeah.
Who would you rather? I just saying. You know what I'm talking about? All right, let's go. We should look into that with that 20.
They usually do it like after 3 years. They'll do a redraft situation, but I don't need 3.
Yeah, look. Shout out to Trevor Lawrence and his 6 picks in the fucking playoffs, but I'm all right.
KDB.